The Butterbeer at Universal Studios is so magical, it will make you believe in wizards.
Universal Studios isn't just for kids. It's where adults can be a kid again and just have fun. Grab your broomstick and let's make the most out of this adventure.
Did you know there's a secret code you can dial in the Wizarding World? And it actually works. Bet you want to know. While we didn't stitch the sword and hat, we did a ton of research so you don't have to.
We'll share our experiences and tips so you can maximize your adventure. Take it away, Mr. Asian Sensation.
Hey there, fellow mischief makers. Universal Florida is like a magnet for fun-loving folks, so expect some serious hustle and bustle, especially during peak seasons.
Think Black Friday at your favorite shoe store, but with more butterbeer and less trampling. Arrive early, my friends. Early, like you're trying to beat Grandma to the last piece of apple pie.
Nothing like a piece of warm apple pie.
If you're staying on a resort, or you're a premier annual pass holder, there's the perk of EPA.
You mean Environmental Protection Agency?
Early park admission. It is like a secret weapon for maximizing your fun and minimizing your wait times.
The crowds. More time equals more fun.
Want to skip the lines?
Well, duh. Tell me more.
Express Pass is a separate ticket that you buy in addition to your park admission. It lets you bypass the regular standby lines at most of the rides at Universal Studios Florida and the Islands of Adventure.
This pass lets you skip the line once per ride per day.
So if you see an attraction with a 15-minute wait time or shorter, just wait in line.
No need to waste that precious Express Pass.
The second option is the Unlimited Express Pass. This lets you skip the line as many times as you want, all day long.
Staying at one of Universal's signature hotels includes unlimited Express Pass for everyone in your room for your entire stay.
Plus, while staying on resort, you'll save energy with the free shuttle buses to the parks.
What if I want to see Captain America?
If you're staying on resort, you'll even get special access to characters such as Superman and Captain America in Superhero Island.
There's Tapu Tapu. It's a free waterproof wristband given to every guest at Volcano Bay Water Park. It only works at this park, however.
So bonus, tap your Tapu Tapu at the ride entrance to join a virtual queue. You'll be then free to do other things while you wait, and the band will vibrate when it's your turn to ride.
You can also activate interactive elements throughout the park like water cannons and special effects.
You can even link your credit card to your Tapu Tapu and make things easy for cashless payments. Plus, you don't have to worry about losing credit cards in the water park.
Don't waste your money for Express Pass at Volcano Bay. The park isn't large enough as others, plus Tapu Tapu is good enough.
Interested in a virtual assistant?
I'm intrigued. Go on.
Universal Orlando also has this awesome app that's basically your wizarding wand for conquering those queues.
Like having a personal assistant who tells you exactly when and where to go to minimize your wait time.
Now, let's talk fashion, darlings. Comfort is key, people. You'll be walking, running, and maybe even screaming your lungs out. High heels? It's a no-no.
Remember, folks, this is Florida, where the sun
shine bright like a diamond. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky.
Slap on that sunscreen, rock a stylish hat, and stay hydrated like it's your life's mission.
Embrace the silliness. Universal Orlando is all about letting loose and having a blast.
Scream your heart out on the rides. Take goofy pictures with the characters and let your inner child run wild.
Don't be a line cutter, people. Nobody likes a queue jumper unless you have an express pass.
Do take advantage of single rider lines if you're flying solo or don't mind being separated from your crew.
Try to smuggle in your own snacks and drinks. Universal has a strict policy, and you don't want to get busted with a contraband bag of chips.
Plus, they have some seriously awesome food options inside the park. More on that later.
If you're in line for a ride at park closing, they'll let you ride.
I would highly recommend riding Hagrid's at night.
A lesser known but Rip Ride Rocket has a secret song list you can access for more hidden tracks. You have to just look up the codes for what song you want.
The Gringotts Dragon breathes fire on the 10s, 12:10, 12:20, etc. Unless it's too windy.
I'm so excited, and I just can't
Universal's food game is, wait for it, legendary. You got to try this authentic themed food that have you feeling like you step into another universe, because technically you have.
Yep, and we're starting with the obvious choice from the wizarding world of Harry Potter, the butterbeer. Frozen or regular.
Can't not get a butterbeer. It's like drinking a creamy, frothy dream of butterscotch and shortbread. Sorry folks, it is non-alcoholic.
If you eat breakfast in the 3 broomsticks or the leaky cauldron, your meal comes with a drink. Get the butterbeer.
Otherwise, the food isn't worth it for lunchtime or dinner at these spots.
One of the best values of the studios is at Cletus Chicken Shack.
Order up some fried chicken with mashed potatoes, corn on the cob, and a biscuit, and you know how much I love fried chicken.
If you're craving a taco, Bumblebee Man's taco truck fits the bill.
Choose from Korean beef, carne asada, or chicken tacos, and to quench your thirst, try a Duff beer. Beer.
Over in Volcano Bay, escape to the South Pacific with island-inspired cuisine at Kahola Reef Restaurant and Social Club.
The star of the show is the slow smoked pulled pork sandwich, cooked to perfection and drenched in a tangy sweet mango barbecue sauce. It's fall off the bone tender and packed with flavor.
Okay, folks, gather round. We're about to drop some knowledge bombs that'll make your Universal Orlando trip even more mind-blowing.
The not-so-secret entrance into Universal no longer exists. It's closed because Blue Man Group is no longer operating at the studios.
Universal Orlando was the first theme park to introduce a 3-dimensional ride with Terminator 2 3D. The attraction was groundbreaking for combining live-action stunts with 3D movie magic.
You can ask for a backstage tour at some of your favorite attractions when you finish with the ride. Mention the secret phrase, Ride Tour. Remember that these tours take a team member away from their assigned post. If it's too busy or there isn't enough staff available, they have to operate the roller coasters.
Make sure to press the middle button in MIB once it starts glowing in the darkness of the giant monster. That'll get you a really high score.
Wonder how I always beat Steph at MIB? I push the red button when Will Smith tells you to do so. It's about 100,000 extra points.
Rush you. Now I know. Think of it as your cheat sheet for world domination.
The London phone booth at Diagon Alley, if you dial Magic, you'll hear a message from the Ministry of Magic itself.
From San Francisco to New York to Berlin.
Patron Mrs. Stephanie, we're in Orlando.
All right, it's not something you'd expect to find in a theme park, but there's actually a piece of the Berlin Wall located at Universal City Walk. The Incredible Hulk coaster uses enough electricity to power 8 houses for a month with each launch. Talk about an energy drink, am I right?
Hey, doesn't Disney own Marvel though?
Before Disney purchased Marvel in 2009, Marvel Comics already had a signed contract with MCA Incorporated, the company that owned Universal Studios theme parks at that time.
So that's why Universal Islands of Adventure has a whole land with attractions and characters dedicated to Marvel.
Additionally, Universal locked up the theme park rights to certain character groups: the Avengers, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, and X-Men, in perpetuity east of the Mississippi River.
The east of the Mississippi River clause is also why Disney California Adventure at Disneyland Resort has an entire land devoted to Marvel characters.
The contract also gives Universal the exclusive theme park rights to those and lasts in perpetuity, as long as Universal is utilizing the property according to the quality terms in the contract.
But how did Disney World have the ability to add Guardians of the Galaxy ride to Epcot?
Well, that's because Universal Florida was not using any of those characters in its theme parks. So those characters were okay for Disney World to use in the east of Mississippi.
That's a lot of Mississippi sisters.
According to Forbes, Disney World has also sort of managed its way around the original Universal agreement by bringing Marvel to Disney Springs, which is technically not a theme park, but a shopping and entertainment district.
Speaking of royalties, Universal also pays a percentage to J.K. Rowling and Warner Brothers whenever you purchase any licensed product in one of the Wizarding World lands.
Okay, if you thought that was wild, listen up, Buttercup, because Universal Florida has got more tricks up its sleeve.
Part 2 is about to be epic. We're diving into Islands of Adventure and City Walk. It's going to be a blast. And we're talking next level thrills. Think you can handle it?
Oh, trust me, if you don't stick around for part 2, you might as well hand in your adventure card, people. I mean, who skips the chance to feel like a superhero, ride a dinosaur, and then hit up the city that never sleeps? Amateur mode. See you later, Velociraptor.